my time of playing Please Donate, I have raised over 100,000 Robux. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the best tips and tricks that I could ever give you. So without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the video. Now luckily, when it comes to Please Donate, there's a lot of unique methods you can use to make Robux. And some methods are way better than others, including my favorite method, making friends. Making friends is probably the best method you can use in Please Donate to make Robux, and I'll tell you why. People are more likely to donate to friends due to emotional closeness and trust, because they believe that in donating to a friend, they're of course giving to a good cause. And that is not me saying that only good things come out of donating huge amount of Robux to friends. It just feels better donating to people that you have a close connection with. Now the next tip I want to give you is to have a good booth that stands out and with good text. I see so many people with only 500 raised that just don't raise any more Robux because they have such a bad booth design.
Oh, but Viking, what do you mean by good text and good booth design?
I'm glad you asked. First of all, you need to make sure that your text is only like 1 or 2 lines long, and you need to make the text simple to read. Like my text. Sub to XD Viking, goal 115k. Now that's good text. Now another tip I have when it comes to your booth and text is to not make your goals too big. If you have too big goals, people are not going to donate. It's that simple. Now let's say you have 10,000 Robux raised and your next goal is 50k. That's not good. If you have 10k raised, I would suggest you put your goal at 15k, and then when you reach 15k, you can put it to 20k, and then 25k, and then so on and so forth. Now another tip is of course to make your booth stand out amongst the other booths. The reason as to why you want your booth to stand out is so people notice the booth easier, which in turn increases your chances of donations. And now when we're on the topic of donations, another big tip I can give you is to have a good ratio. And if you don't know what a ratio is, let me tell you. Your ratio is simply the difference between your raised and your donated. A lot of people, myself included, we like to donate to people with a higher donated than raised because we appreciate their generosity in the community. And of course, let's say if your ratio was like 1 million raised and 5,000 donated, I would look at you and think, you know what? You're an ungrateful little piece of shit. The next tip I'm gonna give you is very simple, but also really effective. And the tip is, use your talents to your advantage. This means that if you have a talent, you can use that talent to make Robux. Now out of experience, talents like playing an instrument, telling jokes, and singing are the best talents you can have to earn Robux. I personally know people who have gotten literal nukes just by playing a piano. So you should also try to use your talents to get Robux. Tip number 5 is to play in voice chat servers. I know a lot of people don't have voice chat, but trust me, these voice chat servers will make you so much Robux. Not only is it funnier to hear the reaction of people when they donate big Robux. Oh my god! But it's also way easier to get to know people and make friends. All you have to do is join this voice chat server selector and go ahead and find a random voice chat server. I have seen so many people make so much Robux just by playing voice chat servers. So if you have the ability, make sure to always play voice chat servers. Now for a bonus tip for you guys who made it this far into the video. If your booth has an interesting and fun concept, like selling Pokemon cards, lemonade, and pizza, people are way more likely to donate you a lot more Robux. Anyways, that was the end of this tutorial. I really hope this tutorial was helpful for you and your journey to become the richest Robloxian ever. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, Viking out. But wait, did you hear what I said? An interesting and fun concept, like selling Pokemon cards, lemonade, and pizza. Pizza? Pizza.
Burger. Evan Burger.
Pizza. I'm sorry, did he just say that his last name is
Pizza?
Where is my
Pizza.